Good afternoon, everyone. I've got a new Let's Play for you. We're going to be playing Final Fantasy X. This is a 100% walkthrough. I'll be showing you where to get all the items. I'll be getting all the ultimate weapons, all the Aeons, defeating all the optional bosses at the end, the Dark Aeons and whatnot. I might leave behind a few treasures, but nothing that's going to be that big, maybe a potion here or there. It's a game I know quite a bit about. We're going to be using the standard sphere grid. Yes. I'm not sure. I don't think I've heard the arranged soundtrack yet, so we'll go with that for now. I am playing the PC release. Oh, there's a video, so I'll shut up for a minute.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
And now with our first cutscene, really. Introduces some of the characters we'll be meeting later in the game. But most people who are going to be watching this have probably played the game before themselves. And probably know it inside and out like I do. I've played through it myself at least 10 times. 2 or 3 of which to completion. It's a great game. I love this game. It is one of my favorites. I'd put it in my top 5 of all time. This guy here is...
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Titus.
Good luck tonight!
Probably
Nothing to
my
worry
least
about.
favorite character in the game from the
If
playable
I score a goal,
characters. Not that he's not good, he just doesn't.
Do this.
He's a little bit whiny.
That will mean it was for you, okay?
Yeah, I don't like him
What
as much
seat?
as some of the other characters.
He's blocking the front row! Fifth from the right!
And we won't get my favorite
Got it.
character for a while.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
I'm gonna try not to talk over anyone. I've seen other Let's Plays, and they kind of bother me when they keep talking over the cutscenes. It's like, come on, dude, I just wanted to revisit this game. Stop talking over the cutscenes, it's annoying.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
We'll be finding out about that boy much later in the game. He plays a big part in the plot, sort of. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there. Up there you see Jack. It's Titus's father. He has disappeared. Nobody knows where to find him. A weird face you're making there, Titus.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jet, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jet all night.
They just go on for a
Make
while
way,
about
make
Jack.
way! Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
Coming up here, we have one of the best cutscenes in the entire game, starting on soft early. This is what made me really fall in love with the game. we wake up outside of the Blitzball Theater. We'll be learning more about Blitzball later. It's actually a game we can play. I'll probably be saving most of the Blitzball play for post-game, because there's an attack that we need from it for another character we're gonna get.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
And that is Orin. We'll get him very briefly here. He is the best character in this game, in my opinion. No missables in this section. Yeah, there's nothing you can really pick up here.
Huh?
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
After you find out what he is,
What the?
kind of weird that he says something like that, almost like a taunt to Titus.
Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look. We called it sin.
Sin?
Take it. A gift from Jet.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
And we get our first
These
battle
walls don't
in the
matter.
game.
We cut through.
It's very hard to lose it. Just hit attack and go on, which is why I'm going to take this opportunity to show you some of the new options that were packaged in with the PC release of Final Fantasy X HD. I'm not sure why they were included. It just makes the game kind of... well, they are essentially cheats. With the exception of the turbo, maybe. They've added in, if you press F1, you get turbo, which speeds up the game. I can see that being useful. It's not like you're cheating anything out of it, so okay, fine. Then they added supercharge, which means that on my turns, it's going to fill my overdrive gauge. So it's essentially overdrive after overdrive, and I won't be making use of that. They also have to where you can turn off enemy encounters completely or make them more frequent. Again, that's, you know... they have auto battle, which I could see being useful if you're not really wanting to employ any kind of strategy. And then they have hide HUD off, which is that's kind of cool. You can take some neat screenshots with it. I'm glad they included something like that. And then if we hit escape, they have changed parameters. You can just get all the items, unlock all the skill, and max out your money. I won't be making use of any of those. I'm not even sure why they included them. I don't think it was something people asked for, but maybe they did. But they're there, You don't have to use them. I won't be using anything but turbo and off-camera time. Maybe I'll use auto battle if I'm feeling lazy, but generally I will be showing you strategies that will work for all versions of the game. My strategies might not be the best ones, but I can guarantee you they will get you through the game. So we're just going to cut those down, run forward, and there's more sin spawn.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Good advice. Good advice. Down a few of these here. Overkill is when you do, I believe, double their HP and damage over, or maybe like 25% over their max HP. But it can, I believe it increases their drop rate. I believe they'll drop items more frequently if you overkill them rather than when you just regular knock them out. So if you can overkill them, all the better. It's not something you really have to worry about doing, but it is nice that it's there. Come up here for our first pseudo boss battle. Of course, it's a tutorial, so what do you expect? And we're going to learn about overdrive.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Now overdrives, there are 4 for each one of the characters. Orin has Bushido. He starts off with Dragon Fang. Let's see what the controls look like. I'm using a PS3 controller hooked up through Better DS3. So sometimes I might mess up the inputs because it's actually emulating an Xbox 360 controller. And that's, I believe, the only way to play this game with the PS3 controller. I may be wrong. It may have native support. I don't know. But it's going to be showing 360 controls, so if I mess it up, cut me a little bit of slack, because the controls are completely different. Now with Titus, to get his overdrives, we're going to be using his overdrive every single time it comes up, because the way you get more with Titus is you use them. So I think you get another one when you hit 40 times, and then another one with 80, and then I think 120 maybe. I'll look it up after this, but we're just going to use his every time they come up. Orin, there are items that you find to increase his. Let's see. Actually, most of them don't have 4 of them, now that I'm thinking about it. Waka does. We'll get him later. I'll explain them as we go, but these two both do have 4. Demi shouldn't ever kill you, as it only takes a percentage of your health. So you can't really lose this battle as desperate as they make it seem. As you can see, it's doing smaller damage each time he attacks me with it. And if you do lose this battle, maybe this isn't the game for you. Just saying. Up here. Oh, can't go around that way. Makes sense. Try not to touch Sin's Bond. It doesn't do anything to you. We get our save spear. This game also comes with autosave. I don't know how that works, but every once in a while you'll see a chocobo in the lower right-hand side. Let me shut up here.
What are you laughing at, old man? Orin, let's get out of here!
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man!
Alright, we get a kind of a scripted battle here. Let's start off by attacking these. Most of them should die in one hit. Overkill. The game is turn-based. Something I really like about it is they give you that, in the top right there, you can see Mon A, Mon B, and the pictures of my characters. That'll show you who's going to go next for a very long time down the list, and certain actions
This could be bad.
will place you higher or lower on the
down.
list.
What?
Trust me,
Much
you'll
later in
see.
the game, we'll get an attack with Titus called Quick Hit. That eventually I'll have everyone learn. Essentially, it places you higher on the initiative list, so you could go 2 to maybe 3 times before the monsters even attack. So it's very nice to have, especially when combined with Haste or Hastega. We're just going to don't attack the monsters anymore, just attack this engine here, and battle will be over before you know it. There we go.
Go.
Oren! Oren!
You are sure? This is it. This is your story. It all begins here. Hey! Hey!
My old man?
It's gonna go down here. And after we talk to Jekt, I'm probably going to be cutting the video off, so don't be surprised. And I will see you next time. So if you want to see more of this type of video, let me know, because we're usually focusing on our 3 Ryan series, which is us playing through a different game and seeing what's going on in our Quick Hit series. So this is a new type of thing for me. I tried Dark Souls. I'll be finishing that some other time. But this is a game I know quite a bit. I played it a lot when I first got it, and I was just a teenager then. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me. So I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Anybody there?